Of the National Broadband Network has been announced, highlighting the areas to get ultra-fast broadband services. To discuss more, I'm joined now by the Communications Minister, Senator Mitch Fifield. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, David.
Looks like a pretty ambitious rollout plan. Is it achievable?
It is achievable. NBN management and board are confident that they can achieve the full rollout of the NBN by 2020 and that they can achieve this 7.5 million premise construction over the next 3 years. And you're right, it is ambitious, but what we want to do is get the NBN out nationwide to as many homes as possible, as quickly as possible and as affordably as possible. And the big difference with what we're doing compared to our predecessors is we're in effect technology agnostic. We want to do what will work, what can get to people sooner. Previous government, their model was going to see the NBN take 6 to 8 years longer and at a cost of $20 to $30 billion more. So we've got a different approach. People will get it sooner, and this is great news.
You say that NBN bosses are confident that they'll be able to roll this out in time. Is it true that Bill Morrow, the boss of NBN Co, sent a memo out to staff earlier this week suggesting they were already falling behind?
Look, I don't receive NBN internal memos, so I can't shed any light on that. But one of the reasons why we can roll out the NBN faster than Stephen Conroy would have been able to is because we're pursuing a multi-technology mix approach. And that means the HFC, that cable TV network, we're going to use that. The previous government weren't going to use it. It's there, we can upgrade it, and that dramatically increases the capacity of NBN to roll out fast broadband quicker to the nation.
Does that use of multi-use technology and forms, does that make it much more difficult for Labor, for example, if they were to win government, to actually roll out fibre optic cable to 93% of homes as they had promised to do?
Well, Jason Clare, the day before yesterday, announced that an elected Labor government would revert to a full fibre network. Now, what he announced had every single detail you could possibly want, other than when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, and how they're going to pay for it. It'll be interesting to see if and when Labor release that. But look, we know theirs was a fantasy plan. Theirs was a fantasy model. It was unachievable. What we've done, and full credit to Malcolm Turnbull as the former minister, has brought order to bear in what was unbridled chaos. And what we see today is a concrete, realistic, achievable plan over the next 3 years to see a build for 7.5 million premise. And we will have 9.5 million premises with the availability of NBN by the end of this process, because at the moment we've got 1.3 million premises who can access the NBN, another 700,000 under construction. Add that to the 7.5 million and you've got 9.5 million. That's a great figure.
Yeah, why do you use both of those measures? You know, the promise is not just for NBN access, it's for NBN access or construction underway by September 2018. Does that sort of leave you a bit of leeway? Should it take a bit longer than expected?
Oh, look, that's just a recognition of what the status will be on the ground, that there'll be lots of people with access, but there'll still be some projects which are underway. But when a project is underway, when the build is happening, it means it's just around the corner.
And where can people find when they'll be connected?
Well, they can go to a website, www.nbn.com.au/map or /3-year plan. Now, NBN will be releasing that localised data at 9 a.m, so that's when those websites will go live.
Communications Minister Mitch Fifield, great to have your company this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, David.